So, for shits and giggles, there's been a speculation map for Halloween Horror Nights that has come out last week, I'd say. And we're going to talk about the speculation map and the validity of it. Now, as always with Halloween Horror Nights, the big thing that you have to take into account is that there's two different parks, obviously, and while they do have similar houses and scare zones, now they haven't announced scare zones yet. They haven't announced scare zones, and these are all just speculations to begin with. So that's another thing you have to look into this, is that the major aspect is that usually when because the last time there was a speculation map, everyone was like, oh yeah, The Weeknd is going to get a haunted house. And then The Weeknd got arguably one of the best haunted houses in a long while. And this could be right. This could be right, but and also there are going to be some changes between this and the Orlando spot. So we're going to talk about both. We're going to talk about both while they are similar. So yeah, and keep in mind, these are just speculative. Like, these are the rumors. Now, the only one that isn't a rumor is the only one that was confirmed as of last year. At the end of last year's Halloween Horror Nights, they did announce that Chucky was gonna be get a house. Chucky was getting a house, and it was more than likely going to be based off the TV show. Now, we don't know if Chucky is the mascot of the year. I kind of am leaning that maybe he is the mascot of the year, because they were really hyping up Chucky this year. I mean, for this year. So I would stand to reason that Chucky might be the leader, the mascot for this year. So that's something you have to look and think about. But anyway, let's start off with the Orlando part. Let's start off with the Orlando park. So the Orlando park obviously does have Chucky. As for we have another Blumhouse double feature with Megan and Insidious. Now this one I am curious about, because there was a double feature house last year of Black Phone and Freaky, and that one I heard was just basic. But Megan makes sense because that was a very popular house, not popular house, popular movie this year, and yeah, that movie has probably done wonders. So yeah, we're getting an Megan part. But Insidious is interesting because we are getting Insidious 5 this summer, apparently. So that makes a lot of sense of having a Megan Insidious double feature house from Blumhouse. Next up, for the original house, we have Lair of the Banshees. I'm always excited. I really love a lot of the original stuff that original houses that they do for Halloween Horror Nights. So I think they kill it on IPs, but they rock the joint with original houses, and there's some really good shit in there. Yeah, and I think last year, they had some of the best original houses. I think they did better than the IP houses, honestly. I think the IP houses, while they were good, the original houses last year were fire. They were straight up fire for those ones. So obviously, dealing with a lot of Celtic stuff, that's going to be really cool. Next one is Devil Dogs. No idea what that one is. It's another original house. Devil Dogs, I'm going to throw in what I think Devil Dogs could be. Devil Dogs sounds like it's probably going to be biker werewolves, which we don't get a lot of werewolf houses or werewolf anything, so that's really cool. So werewolf bikers, I would be totally down for that if that's the case. Next up, we have here's the thing, is that when this speculation map came up, they have like images and not the names of them. So we have another one real quick, which is an Anchor, which I think is going to be a sequel to Dead Man's Wharf. The really popular one from last year for the original houses, which was just this hauntingly beautiful thing. So I hope that's what it is. That's what I'm throwing my hat in of what I think it is. Then we have Krampus. Not the IP of Krampus, which is weird because it's Universal. They own the rights to that version of Krampus. But no, it's going to be an original house and not based off of the Krampus movie, which I think is kind of weird because of, like, you have Krampus, you might as well use it, right? who knows? Maybe it is the Krampus film from Michael Daughtry. We don't know right now. Again, this is all speculation, or maybe it's an original house. Who the fuck knows? Then we have another one which is in Japanese. The title of it is in Japanese, but I really hope this one's really true, because I really would love to see Universal do a horror take, because there's some scary shit in Japanese. If you've ever heard like Japanese ghost stories, they're fucking scary. So I really hope they take a lot from Japanese lore and ghost stories, and like maybe we get to see like a Kappa, or you know, other Oni. That'd be really cool, of like Oni, or you know, demons. That would be really cool. Like a lot of Shinigami. That would be really fun. Not like anime Shinigami. I mean like talking to like Japanese mythology Shinigami. So Japanese house, that sounds really cool. I'm really excited for that if that's true. So I'm good. So we have one other, which is a guitar with a lightning bolt through it. A lot of people are speculating that this is another music house, and some people are saying that this might be a Stranger Things house, which would not shock me, because it feels like Stranger Things is slowly becoming like The Walking Dead for Halloween Horror Nights, and we all know how we loved Walking Dead throughout Halloween Horror Nights because it overstayed its fucking welcome. So yeah, I'm hoping it's a other musician house because of how well The Weeknd did. I would love nothing more than to have Ghost be that house. It's probably not going to happen, but I want Ghost, damn it. I want Ghost in Halloween Horror Nights. I've been begging for that. I've been dreaming of that for ages. So I hope that's what it is. I think it's more than likely going to be something like Stranger Things. I'm hoping it's actually like a musician house. But yeah. So I just wanted to be Ghost, man. So let's talk about... so I wanted to do the original ones first. Let's talk about the IPs real quick. Well, I started off with the IPs, obviously, with the Blumhouse and Megan, damn it. But obviously, we did have Chucky. Now, as always, Universal Studios loves doing the Universal monsters for every year, and they always get better and better and better for Halloween Horror Nights. And this one sounds interesting, because the speculation is going to be Universal Monsters Paris. So, apparently the rumor is it's going to focus on Dracula and the Phantom of the Opera. I think that's really cool, of like Dracula fighting the Phantom of the Opera. I really do like that, like, because Phantom in this, there's a section in one of the original Halloween Horror Nights Universal Monsters where they had the Hunchback and the Phantom, and the Phantom scenes are really cool. They really fuck with your mind. So to have a whole house based around the Phantom of the Opera, that's going to be really cool. I really hope like the exterior of the house is like the opera house from the movie / the book. So that'll be really cool. Following that is this is the IP that I think a lot of people are excited about, and I think is probably true, is Last of Us. That's right, we are there is rumor of a Last of Us horror haunted house. I think this could be true because it would not be hard to turn the clickers, use the zombie makeup they had for Walking Dead and turn them into clickers from Last of Us. So I would believe that would be a thing. Hopefully they won't overdo it like they did with the actual Walking Dead houses. So that's what I'm hoping for. Like I said, there's not a lot of information for that for Scare Zones, but there's the speculation houses right now for Orlando. Then we have California, the original destination for Universal. Obviously, I talked about like Blumhouse, Last of Us, Universal Monsters, the Japanese house, and Chucky. Those are the ones they're sharing with the Orlando site. Let's talk about the one and the music one they haven't announced yet. So let's talk about real quick the ones that they are having exclusively in California. Obviously the Terror Tram, which is supposed to be based off of celebrities, which I don't know what that means. Like, are they doing like a horror version of Hollywood? I would love it to be Welcome to Horrorwood, the Terror Tram. That would be so much fun. Then we have Nightingale's Blood Prey, which for those who don't know, Nightingales is another original IP that they've done where it's basically these bird-like creatures that feed off the dead in times of crisis, like they did one themed off of the Roman gladiator fights and World War I. So I'm curious to see what era they're going to put that in. Maybe during the Black Plague, that'd be kind of cool. Then they have a clown-themed one. I don't know what that one's about. For all we know, that could be Pennywise. Maybe it could be an original IP. Who knows? Then, for the last one, is The Exorcist. Now, I'm going to say that I don't think it's going to be based on... They've done The Exorcist several times for Halloween Horror Nights. However, I think they're going to go a little different. I think they're going to go a wee bit different with this version of Exorcist because we are getting a new Exorcist movie this year from David Gordon Green, the director of the Halloween movies, which I'm still worried about considering how bad Ends went. I'm still not over that. Thank you for asking. So, that's what I think it is. Do I think... They've done Exorcist a lot. Like, I think 3-4 times. No, it was definitely 3. So this time, counting this one, so this third time, I think it is going to be more based off the requel movie of The Exorcist. So we will see. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this Halloween Horror Nights speculation map? Again, all of these could be false. We don't know yet. We will just have to wait and see. But in the meantime, you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of all this? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.